Belgium has openly challenged the European Union's push to use frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine, placing Brussels at odds with its own bloc and aligning, notably, with warnings issued by Vladimir Putin. The confrontation comes at a pivotal moment as Washington accelerates its own peace initiative with Kyiv and Moscow.
The EU's failure to find a clear path to financial support for Ukraine so far is not Belgium's fault, but the result of the bloc's stubbornness in insisting on using Russian assets without knowing how to do so and without understanding the risks involved. It is now clear that these assets can play an important role in the peace plan. Our actions must not create obstacles to the peace plan.
Belgium's objections go beyond internal disagreement. Brussels fears that mishandling these assets could derail fragile diplomatic efforts, especially as peace negotiations intensify. Belgian Prime Minister Bart de Wever has issued repeated cautions about the risks of moving too quickly.
Hastily implementing this plan to use frozen Russian assets will ruin any chances of a potential peace agreement. Belgium needs concrete and reliable guarantees from EU member states before taking on a loan backed by another country's sovereign wealth.
As Europe remains split, Moscow is capitalizing on the discord. President Vladimir Putin delivered one of his strongest warnings yet, arguing that the EU's proposal would undermine global confidence in Europe's financial stability and provoke a response from Russia.
Using these frozen assets to finance a loan is theft of someone else's property. Trust in the eurozone will decline, will fall abruptly. Europe will go through an uneasy economic test, especially now when Germany is in recession for the third year. The government of the Russian Federation, by my assignment, develops a package of reciprocal measures in case this happens.
This diplomatic fissure comes exactly as the United States assumes command of a parallel peace track, hosting talks with Ukrainian officials in Florida and dispatching envoy Steve Witkoff to Moscow. With Washington leading the most consequential negotiations yet, Europe risks being pushed to the margins at a defining moment in the war.